Hey peeps, welcome to the homework video for our 7-day intensive journey with Tarot and Medusa in the Terrifyingly Beautiful workshop. So this setup is going to be intensive. It is a 7-day intensive. Every day I want you to work with a daily draw from your tarot deck, and you can clarify that with your oracle deck. Please watch the tutorial video for this journey before you watch the homework video, because in that video we pull cards collectively, but you also pull a few cards informing the purpose behind this particular path walking with Medusa. So that insight is going to flavor how you move through the next 7 days. Every day I want you to do a daily draw with Medusa. You will be asking her what it is she wants you to know today. Then you will pull a card and reflect on what comes forward there. You can do that daily draw at any point that works for your daily schedule. It's not as if you have to do it first thing in the morning. Perhaps at night works better for you, or during your lunch break. But make time each day to do a daily draw and journal for at least 5 minutes off of that daily draw. What is it that Medusa wishes for you to know and understand? Now, there is a guided journey that is part of your homework that's going to come to the channel on Wednesday. You will want to have at least 20 minutes set aside around Wednesday through to the end of the week to move through that guided journey. That's going to help you access an interior realm with Medusa that will inform the meat of your work. You're also going to have, in addition to daily draws, 2 tarot spreads to begin the week, and at least 1 tarot spread that will end the journey. In between will be journal prompts that I encourage you to draw an oracle card with for reflection. Please remember, before beginning this journey, you chose a tarot and an oracle deck that you felt you wished to connect with Medusa around. I do encourage you to use that 1 tarot deck and that 1 oracle deck through this journey. So there are 2 spreads to start the week with. Please feel free. You can do both of these on the same day. You can break it up. And you also have a list of journal prompts to start the week. So between Sunday and Wednesday, you will complete the journal prompts and these 2 card spreads. The journal prompts are as follows. Everything is listed in the description box down below for you. The journal prompts are as follows. First journal prompt: what within you are you ashamed what within you are you ashamed of? This is our first journal prompt. Journal prompt number 2, what within you are you afraid of? Journal prompt number 3, why is this the case? So that's how we're going to begin this journey. Now, there are 2 card spreads to work. For both of these card spreads, again, to be completed between Sunday and Wednesday night, okay? These 2 spreads, you can lay them out however you would like to aesthetically. And I would encourage you to work with tarot and to clarify with your oracle deck here. There is a Medusa spread, which is intended to help you build deeper levels of relationship with her by understanding why you're working together. This is a 7 card spread. Card position number 1, why is Medusa walking with me? Cards 2, 3, and 4 drawn together. What aspects of her journey and story does she wish me to know about her? So this is going to let you know what between the 2 of you do you share in common. What is it that has caused her to come forward to walk with you? Because she understands there's something within a frame of reference here where the 2 of you can meet energetically. So these 3 cards, cards 2, 3, and 4, are going to give you insight there. Focus on personal gnosis, not historical myth. Card position number 5. How is this similar to my own journey? So this is giving you clarity on just that. How is this aspect of her story that she's revealing to you similar to something that you are moving through in your own journey right now? And then cards 6 and 7 are drawn together. What personal message does she have for me? So now that we have a basis of understanding why the 2 of you are coming together, now we're going to start accessing some personal insight. And that is why there are two cards drawn here, cards 6 and 7. They will inform each other. Please clarify with Oracle. So that is relationship building with Medusa. That's that first spread. Then you have your self-work spread. Again, please lay these out aesthetically, visually, however it appeals to you. It's a 7-card spread. Please lay out with tarot, clarify with Oracle. Cards 1 and 2 are drawn together. What within me have I rejected? These two cards answer that question. Cards 3 and 4 are then drawn together. What does Medusa wish me to understand about this part of me that I've rejected? Okay, if it's more than one, if it's multiple aspects of you, then you'll let this card answer that. These two cards answer that there, okay? But 3 and 4, what does Medusa wish me to understand about these rejected parts of myself? Card position number 5, what would this aspect of me like to express? We're now starting to give this part of you a voice. And then cards 6 and 7 are drawn together. How can I work with integrating these aspects? So this is going to inform now how we can start to bring this part of ourselves into our lived journey, into our daily experience, so that this isn't just something we know about, but so that we're actually allowing resurrection, we're actually allowing integration to occur. So these two spreads I'd like you to have finished before you step into the guided journey. They're going to inform the beginning of your practice and work. And then when you step into the guided journey space, we're going to further unfold around those awarenesses. And then as we move through the rest of the week, there's going to be a deepening into clarity around the journey with Medusa, and also these parts of ourselves that we're no longer hiding, so that we can be living our truth. After you work the guided journey, I want you to allow some time for reflection and some journaling around what comes up in that sacred space with Medusa. Then to finish out the week, you will have 3 journal prompts and you will have 2 additional card spreads. On the final day of the workshop, that last Sunday, there will be a final video where we close the circle, but also some final reflections will be shared there for the collective, and individually you will pull a few cards yourself as well there. So we will come full circle and we will come up out of the underworld with Medusa. And so there will be some final card work done on Sunday. So I would encourage you to work with your journal prompts and these 2 card spreads before we reach the final day of the workshop. The journal prompts, again, I encourage you to pull an oracle card with each one, and they are as follows. How has hiding kept me from deeper levels of fulfillment? And I want you to think of the areas in your life where you tend to hide or people please, or where you aren't honest about what actually works or doesn't work for you in your experience with another person, another group of people, career-wise. This could apply anywhere. Journal prompt number 2, what does living my truth look like for me? And I really want you to let yourself go down a rabbit hole with this one. Get as in depth as you want to here, and really let that be a fulfilling experience to dive deep into this, because there's something we can access when we let ourselves envision, well, what would it mean if I was living my truth fully? What would it mean if I was working in alignment with my soul's purpose? What would that look like? This is an important question to reflect on. And then your final journal prompt for the second half of the week is, how can I give myself permission to embrace living my truth? Okay. Now you will have 2 card spreads. Again, aesthetically, they can be laid out however you would like to lay them out. There is a spread with Medusa, just like we started the week, and there's also a self-work card spread. Your self-work card spread is a 7-card spread. Cards 1, 2, and 3 are drawn together. Please work with tarot, clarify with oracle. What does Medusa wish me to understand about living my truth? That's cards 1, 2, and 3. So we've done some personal reflection. Now we have some insight from Medusa around living our personal truth. These positions can be confronting, so allow time for journaling there. Card position number 4, what may I need to change in my life so that I can do so? And I will be very real with you that Medusa is very honest with us about these things. So there may be some awareness that comes through in this card pull that you really do need to sit with action steps around. Card position number 5, what does Medusa wish me to understand about her energetic support in living my truth? So this is a card pull that lets you know how Medusa is energetically supporting you here as a guide in this, okay? Card position number 6, what have I forgotten about my power? And card position number 7, how can I live from the space of my own personal power? And I want you to think about the 9 of Pentacles here, about independence and autonomy within the self. That's what we're addressing with the personal power piece. The final card spread before we move into the last video that uploads on Sunday to the channel is the Medusa Spread. This is an 8-card spread, and this is you and your relationship with her through this journey. Card position number 1, how can I best talk with Medusa? This card pull is going to let you know, you're going to work with Tarot Clarify with Oracle here, guys. This card position is going to let you know, how do you communicate with her? Is it through your cards? Is it through astral travel? This card pull is going to give you some insight there. Card position number 2, how can I connect with her as I walk my path? Now, you may have some insight in this pull around offerings to make for her, or certain places to go to in nature where you can really feel her energy. I want you to pay attention to the intuitive hit you get on that card, and you may really want to draw an oracle card there to clarify. Cards 3 and 4 are drawn together. What does she wish me to know about my true strength? So remember, we've accessed personal truth, personal power in the self-work spread. Now we're talking about your true strength, okay? Card position number 5. What can she teach me about passion? Card position number 6. What can she teach me about boundaries? And then cards 7 and 8 are drawn together. How can I live in alignment with this wisdom? So what she has revealed to you about passion and boundaries in your own journey, these 2 cards are going to let you know, how can you walk in alignment with those truths? So we've got awareness combined with action, and that helps us to live in our authenticity. That helps us to live in our personal truth. That helps us to have a life experience that is fulfilled. So, and that is the intention of this workshop. So as I said, you'll want to complete this aspect of your homework from Wednesday night until about Sunday morning. Then Sunday morning, I want to encourage you to watch the final video where we will come full circle, share final thoughts. I will pull a few cards for all of us, and you will pull a few cards for yourself as well. So you have the balance of the collective energy, but also your own personal experience. And we will close the circle and step out of the intensive space. From there, you can decide if you will be continuing your journey with Medusa on your own, or if the intensive was the purpose in the 2 of you coming together. I hope you are enjoying this experience. Again, everything is listed in the description box below for you. I am sending you, as always, oceans of love. I'll see you midweek for the guided journey, and also for kind of an update little check-in video. I'll share some personal reflections, pull a few cards around that time too. Take care.